Not the easiest read, for a lot of reasons. Read it anyway. This is one of those books that a lot of people are going to have a lot of problems with from a variety of angles, and yet is actually stronger because of all the so-called problems, or difficulties. A lot of the problems get deep into spoiler territory, so I'm going to cover here what I can without going there. 1. Yes, this is a time travel book where it isn't always as crystal clear as other tales where exactly you are within the timeline. However, the characters each have a sufficiently distinct voice, such that after a bit, you can begin to identify which of our three main ladies we are within any given section, and that alone helps make the narrative quite a bit more clear. 2. The family dynamics here are quite atypical, and yet this is actually one of the strongest points of the book. This family is atypical, for reasons we'll get to momentarily, and how they each struggle to handle the thing that makes their family atypical actually works quite well to explore how different generations may interact with each other given this particular thing. 3. The magical realism is very nearly a MacGuffin here. If you're looking for a book with spells or magic on every page, this ain't that. At all. But the magical realism is actually used better in its scarcity than it would have been had it been so prevalent in this particular tale. To the level that it is nearly a sword of Damocles hanging over an entirely family, and the story is told with barely any mention of the sword or how it got there at all. It is absolutely used, but it is used in service to the story being told, and not as the story itself. 4. The romance per second chance romance journey is perhaps actually the strongest element of this book, because of exactly how it is played and plays out. As someone who has experienced a version of this story from the guy's side, this was one element where I could absolutely identify with the husband, because in at least a thing or two that happens here, I've actually had nearly word-for-word conversations in real life with my own wife. So seeing how that particular relationship plays out and how Serle weaves this story in and around it is truly one of the stronger parts of the tale, because it is all too real. 5. The secrets. Every family has them, and in this case they are both used and revealed in truly stunning fashion. There were absolutely some dusty rooms at times in this tale, particularly late, and again with the Magneto moves the satellite dish moment from X-Men First Class. Once the revelations come, it makes the story that much more powerful in so many intricately layered ways. Overall, this truly is not an easy book. It reads like a beach read, yet it packs such a mental and emotional punch that you're not really going to want to actually read it at a beach. And it does have a lot of things that a lot of readers are going to find quite challenging indeed. But this is absolutely one of the better books I've read so far in 2026 * specifically because of all the things that make it so challenging and messy. Very much recommended.